Taking on brazen and ruthless criminals, these community members had to summon gigantic courage as crime along the borderline was spiraling out of control. Over the last few years, police intercepted numerous smuggling operations through their intensified intelligence-driven initiatives. Most smuggled vehicles and goods are either hijacked or stolen from Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. However, over the last few months, communities along the borderline have experienced a constant spate of hijackings and livestock theft. This prompted residents and community leaders to take charge of the situation through their community forums. Local farmers have also dug these trenches in the dry Limpopo River as barriers to prevent smuggling of vehicles.
Since the arriving of the MEC and the PC 4 months back, we launched the forum called the Business Forum Against Crime so that we can assist our community and farmers to reduce the high rate of crime. We do that because a lot of vehicles were stolen from our villages and our farmers. They affect a lot of traumatize our people. The other thing that we do now is make a roadblock and stop and search during the night and during the day. Sometimes we work with the police, sometimes we work without the police because the police told us they don't have a manpower, they don't have a more vents.
We do have a backup from the police. And by so doing, we are not afraid, because once we get fear, it means that we are going to have a problem of stolen vehicles. And if we are not fighting, it means that we are going to be taken for granted. That is why, as the community, together with the security and other law enforcement agencies, we come together to try to have this medium-term or short-term plan.
These men say fighting cross-border crime is an Herculean task that requires a great deal of audacity and synergy. They say that they often confront heavily armed criminals who will stop at nothing to get their stolen goods across the Limpopo River. The presence of soldiers is felt here. They are doing everything to curb the crime. The only challenge we have is that when we know that the vehicle has been stolen and smuggled to Zimbabwe, Zimbabwean soldiers will tell us about trespassing. We get alerted about stolen cars from Cross-Border Neighbors Watch, and we act. We tracked it, and as we manage to recover it, we call the owners. A victim of a hijacking has recounted a harrowing story of how his vehicle was forcefully taken and later recovered at the banks of Limpopo River. When I was at Chikondeni village, I received a call that the vehicle has been located at Buriburi. My wife called the police station and the cross-border watch. The car was recovered. Limpopo police authorities said they've intercepted hundreds of firearms and vehicles at the borderline over the last months. They attribute their successes to, among others, regular engagements with stakeholders, including farmers, border management authority, and community members.
In the process, we have engaged in a series of meetings led by General Tebi Khatebe with various stakeholders such as the South African National Defence Force, the Border Management Authority, the Traffic Police, Musina Local Municipality, Limpopo Provincial Government, Farmers Association, business community, councillors, traditional leaders, car tracking companies to ensure the safety in the borderline stations. To this effect, an operational plan has been developed and is currently being executed by all law enforcement agencies in the province.
Border Management Authority is yet to comment on the matter. Lutendo Bobodi, SABC News, Marare.